The Newsline.
Hello and welcome back to People's TV. Last week, we reported that Slovakia banned two senior Israeli ministers, Itamar Ben-Gvir and Bezalel Smotrich, from entering the country. Now, foreign media reports that the Netherlands is following suit. Both nations have officially declared these ministers persona non grata, which means they are banned at the state level. Ben-Gvir currently serves as Israel's Minister of National Security, while Smotrich is the country's finance minister. Both are influential and controversial voices within Israel's political leadership. As of now, 7 countries, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Norway, the Netherlands, and Slovenia, have taken similar steps to block their entry. Several of these nations have also moved to freeze any assets the ministers may hold within their jurisdictions. In response to the growing blacklist, Ben-Gvir issued a strong statement reaffirming his loyalty to Israel and the Israel Defense Forces. He declared that even if the entire European continent turned against him, his commitment to his homeland and its security would not waver. This is not the first time Israeli leaders have faced such hostile measures. The International Criminal Court, ICC, has already issued arrest warrants against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. Naturally, people are asking, what exactly are these leaders being accused of? Although we've covered these allegations in previous videos, here's a quick summary of the 3 main charges. 1. Inciting violence. 2. Promoting illegal settlements in the West Bank. 3. Encouraging genocide in the Gaza Strip. These accusations are politically charged and deeply misleading. What these ministers opposed was the uncontrolled distribution of aid into Gaza, a process that was being exploited by Hamas terrorists. Much of the aid was being looted and sold on the black market. Their concern wasn't about withholding aid from innocent civilians, but about ensuring it didn't fall into terrorist hands. Unfortunately, their insistence on accountability was twisted to appear as if they were opposing Palestinian welfare altogether. Both ministers have also supported the expansion of Jewish settlements in Judea and Samaria, regions the international community now refers to as the West Bank. These are ancient, biblically significant territories for Jews, just like Jerusalem. While Arabs live freely in Israel, not as refugees, but as business owners, citizens, and even lawmakers, Jews are portrayed as illegal settlers when they try to live in their historic lands. Here lies the hypocrisy. Israel doesn't treat its Arab population as invaders. Yet, Palestinians and many global institutions brand Jews living in the West Bank as invaders. This double standard has now become international policy. The world calls these settlements illegal, even though coexistence is fully possible, and already happening inside Israel. Which brings us to a crucial question. How can a two-state solution work if one side refuses to live alongside the other? If Palestinians cannot accept the presence of Jews in their territory, how can peace ever be realistic? Now, let's consider the wider context. Most of Europe is preparing to recognize Palestine as a sovereign state at the upcoming United Nations General Assembly in September. While pushing this agenda forward, they're simultaneously rejecting Israel's elected leaders. It's two sides of the same coin, legitimizing Palestine while delegitimizing Israel. This shift is not just political, it's ideological. It reflects a deeper wave of antisemitism across Europe, driven by the rise of radical Islamism. European leaders can't directly revoke Israel's statehood, so they're going after its leadership instead. These actions are not rooted in justice, they're rooted in pressure. And here's the uncomfortable truth. This isn't the will of the average European citizen. It's the result of political opportunism. Over the years, liberal immigration policies have allowed large, radicalized groups to gain a foothold in Europe. These communities now wield serious electoral power, making it political suicide for many leaders to oppose them. Look around and you'll see the pattern. Olivia Chow, the mayor of Toronto, declared that Gazans are welcome with open arms, while her government rejects Israeli ministers. In the UK, Shabana Mahmood, Minister for the Courts, is reportedly pushing her party to recognize Palestine at the UN, following France's lead. European governments are increasingly influenced, if not controlled, by Islamists in high-ranking political positions. Many of today's so-called leaders are nothing more than puppets, dancing to a tune played by radical elements. That's why figures like Gideon Saar are absolutely right when they say, Israel must never compromise its national security to please Europe. Israel should not bend to appease a continent that has surrendered its sovereignty to radical political pressure. Meanwhile, American Jewish billionaire Steve Witkoff has flown to Israel in a show of solidarity, a historic gesture that signals just how serious the current moment is. His visit comes as Israel prepares for a defining confrontation with Hamas, and the choices made now will shape the country's future for decades. If this report helped you see the situation on the ground clearly, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to People's TV, where truth has no agenda, And facts speak louder than spin.
Subscribe us for more details.